Hello everyone, and welcome to another Baxter Student Ambassador Program webinar. Presenting for us this time is Vanessa Brownson, one of our BSAP finalists from Fleming College. Now, before we get started, I'd like to remind all the attendees that if you have any questions during this presentation, just type them into the Q&A box or the chat box, which are both found in your Zoom toolbar, and those questions will be answered after the presentation has finished. Hi Vanessa, how are you today?
Hi there, good, thank you. How's everyone else doing?
We're doing good here at Baxter, thank you. And Vanessa, since you're already sharing your screen with us, feel free to get started whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you very much, Dan.
You're very welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking the time out of your day today to join me for this webinar. My name is Vanessa, and I am proud to represent Fleming College in Peterborough, Ontario, in the Baxter Student Ambassador Search. Today I'll be talking to you about Manulife travel insurance. It may not be the most fun part of organizing a trip, but it's definitely one of the most important components. So in today's webinar, I'm going to cover the basics about travel insurance, the reasons why it's so important, the different types of coverage to consider based on the client's needs, and the different methods of purchasing insurance. Following that, I'll give you a brief background on Manulife as a company, their commitment to this year's BSAP theme of sustainability, and some information about the different types of plans that they offer. So what exactly is travel insurance? Travel insurance is an insurance policy that protects travelers from unexpected costs should an emergency or incident arise while they are traveling. This could include medical emergencies, flight delays or cancellations, lost or damaged baggage, or any other unexpected medical or travel-related costs. There are many valid reasons why all travelers should have the added protection of insurance. Medical costs in foreign countries can be very expensive, and some facilities may even deny you care if a traveler is not insured, and paying out of pocket for care in situations like that can be quite a challenge. In Canada, even a short trip across the US border should be covered, as an emergency or delay can happen in an instant. As of January 1st of this year, OHIP no longer covers out-of-country medical costs for Ontario residents. And last but most certainly not least, the peace of mind that comes with knowing that you're covered. There are many different types of coverage that a traveler can choose from. Plans for most insurance companies offer coverage for emergency medical care, ambulance and paramedic costs, trip cancellation and interruption fees, loss of delay or baggage, damage to a rental vehicle, accidental death or dismemberment, repatriation costs, prescription medications, outpatient care, and in some cases also emergency dental services. To qualify for coverage, there are some eligibility requirements that may need to be considered. There may be some health minimum standards to meet, and sometimes a medical questionnaire may be required, especially if the traveler has a pre-existing medical condition. There are certain high-risk activities that also may not be covered under your policy, such as skydiving, scuba diving, and rock climbing, to name a few. Age may also be a qualifying factor. For example, some policies have a minimum age of 30 days old, and for seniors, there may be also different policies in effect. Travelers have a number of different ways to purchase insurance. A travel agent can add it to their trip. They can use their home or auto insurer and get a separate policy. And there also may be coverage through their employee benefits. And also many credit card companies offer coverage, which can also add to the loyalty and reward programs. Insurance providers usually offer quotes on their websites and even purchase options right through the website. Travel booking apps like Expedia can also add on a policy if you book through them. And the same applies to booking directly through airlines. If you purchase your tickets right through their website, you can usually add on an insurance policy at that time. Also, many banks and financial institutions also offer travel insurance as part of their services. So today I'm going to be focusing on the travel insurance plans offered by Manulife. And Manulife is a financial company that offers many services, including investments, life and health insurance, and travel insurance, group employee benefits and retirement plans, as well as individual benefits and retirement plans for those that may not have coverage through their employer. Manulife also has some banking and financial institution locations as well. Manulife started out as the manufacturer's life insurance company, founded in 1887 right here in Canada, offering life insurance. They have grown to have over 34,000 employees in offices all over the world. In the US, they are known as John Hancock. Manulife serves the financial needs of approximately 28 million customers worldwide. So like many other companies and individuals in these times, Manulife has made a commitment to responsible sustainability. They offer products to help improve the quality of life for their customers, which in turn helps all people. They have a program in Oregon where they're using drones to replant forests that have been damaged by wildfires. Quite cutting edge technology there. Employees of Manulife enjoy health benefits that now include mental health services as well. When choosing companies to invest in, Manulife chooses those that are also environmentally responsible. Reducing emissions in company buildings and buildings that they rent out to others is also a priority of theirs. And Manulife is also committed to being accountable and transparent with yearly sustainability reports that are published to the public every year, and these date back at least 10 years, I believe, of what's available for the public to read and what they're doing for sustainability. So Manulife offers 4 types of travel insurance coverage. There's CoverMe for traveling Canadians, there's CoverMe for students, CoverMe for visitors to Canada, and Travel Ease, which is for Canadians who have pre-existing medical conditions. Probably the most common of all of their packages is the CoverMe for traveling Canadians. So there's 2 types of coverage for CoverMe for traveling Canadians: single trip or multi-trip, where a traveler can have coverage for unlimited trip during a specific time frame. So 4 days, 10 days, 18, 30, or 60 days. You can have unlimited coverage for that specific timeline under the multi-trip plan. And family members under the age of 60 can be included in a family plan that has 3 generations of family members in it, as long as they're under the age of 60. And for other plans, there's no medical questionnaire unless under the age of 60 that's required. If the travel is wholly within Canada, there's a 50% savings on the plan if you also add the Travel Canada Emergency Plan onto your purchase. And all Manulife plans include 24/7 access to worldwide travel assistance. So under the CoverMe plan for traveling Canadians, the emergency medical plan covers physician services, ambulance costs, hospitalization costs, and prescriptions. Also available is the trip cancellation and interruption plan. The all-inclusive plan includes both of those plans, as well as baggage loss, damage, or delay, and flight and travel accident coverage. So the CoverMe plan for students is available to Canadian students studying within Canada but outside of their home province or territory, Canadians studying outside of Canada, and international students studying in Canada. It includes emergency and routine medical care, such as physicians, annual medical and eye exams, hospitalization, prescriptions, and dental care. The CoverMe for Students also protects students with trip break coverage for up to 60 days. So if they, say, wanted to return home for the holidays, for example, their coverage would resume when they returned. There's also protection from tuition loss of up to $5,000. Students can also purchase extra coverage for family members, and of course the assistance 24/7 for travel assistance. So the CoverMe plan for visitors to Canada visitors to Canada can also purchase CoverMe coverage for their trips to Canada. The CoverMe for visitor packages include emergency medical care such as physicians, ambulance, hospitalization, and prescriptions up to $150,000 under age 70 and up to $100,000 if you're over age 70. And you can also travel accident insurance is also included in this for loss of sight, limb, or life up to $50,000. There's also an optional add-on available for trip interruption coverage. This plan also covers side trips outside of Canada or temporary trip breaks home, provided they're less than 30 days, or 49% of the coverage days, whichever is less. And there's two plans. Plan A has no medical questionnaire required, and Plan B is for those with pre-existing medical conditions. So the last plan I'm going to feature today is called Travel Ease, and this is a plan that provides coverage for travels that do have pre-existing medical conditions. In some cases, the eligibility requirements can be a little bit more strict, but not in all ways. There are no age restrictions for this plan, but travelers must also be covered by their provincial or territorial health plans. There is a medical questionnaire for this plan for all people. Coverage includes access to the Manulife medical concierge service, which is like the worldwide travel assistance, but it's specific for medical reasons. It also covers emergency medical, physicians, ambulance, hospitalization, and emergency transport home if required. So as you can see here, Manulife has quite a number of options that can fit the insurance need of any client booking travel. Registered travel agents will have access to current pricing structures, and some travelers will choose to get a quote directly from Manulife online, so you can get a quote right through the website, and in some cases you can purchase right through the website as well. So I'd like to say thank you to all the panelists who have joined my webinar today. Thank you also to Fleming College and to Baxter Media for offering the Ambassador Program, and to all of the sponsors for their support of the next generation of travel professionals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. So I will keep an eye on the Q&A box here to see if any questions get submitted. And if they do get submitted, I'll read them out to you. And also, if anybody here in the room with me has a question, I will put them on the line.
Okay.
So Janet from Manulife asks, what was the most interesting fact you learned about travel insurance?
I think the most interesting thing that I learned was the Visitors to Canada plan. I wasn't aware that such a thing existed, and I thought that that was really such a broad thing to offer, and it really, I think it makes people feel a little bit more welcome when they're coming to Canada, that they don't have to worry about. That's one less thing that they have to worry about when they're making a trip to another country. That, I think, was the most interesting thing that existed. I think it's great.
Absolutely. Thanks, Vanessa. And Janet says, great presentation. Well done.
Thank you very much. I learned a lot about the company. I use actually Manulife myself for group retirement benefits from a previous employer. So I knew a little bit about the company beforehand.
Oh, very nice. That's great. Oh, Janet says we like to hear that. And Kim asks, Vanessa, are there any benefits for travel agents for selling travel insurance?
That's not something that I hadn't found a lot of information about. The site that I was using was geared to the traveler themselves. So I didn't see I didn't see anything about what the benefits would be for travel agents. I'm sure if there was, once a travel agent is registered and they can sign into the travel agent site, I'm sure that part would have more information. But I would be curious to know that sort of thing. I don't think that's something that the average traveler thinks about. So I don't think that's why it's on the website here.
Okay, thank you. Kim says thanks. Okay, I do believe that's it for the questions. None other have been submitted. But I'd like to thank everyone that tuned into the webinar today. Thank you all for taking time out of your day. And Michaela, thank you so much for presenting for us.
Thanks, Vanessa. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. Thanks, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Vanessa, I'd like to thank you on behalf of Baxter Media for participating in the 2020 Baxter Student Ambassador Program. We'll be in touch.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be a part of it.
Wonderful. Thanks, Vanessa. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.